Before we go over to the next module, let's briefly sum up what we have covered in this module. This module was all about the setup of Apache NiFi. So we started with analyzing the required hardware and software for the installation, together with taking a look at some sizing recommendations. In a demo we saw then how to essentially install Apache NiFi, and investigated the underlying files and folders required for Apache NiFi to execute. After this we focused on the purpose of the different configuration files of Apache NiFi, and discussed especially performance-critical configuration options in more detail. Scaling and clustering were the next two topics we paid attention to. First, we identified what scaling options actually exist in Apache NiFi. Thereupon, we discussed the characteristics of clustering, including the different roles in a NiFi cluster. In the last two demos, we finally saw how all this cluster theory applies in practice. We prepared the Apache NiFi installation on 3 different nodes and configured them accordingly. Followed by a separate demo, where we started up the cluster and analyzed the cluster management and some cluster-specific functionalities, such as load balancing and running isolated processors. In the next module, we will focus on building real data flows and how to actually get data from A to B. I hope you enjoyed watching this module.